So you've got an amazing idea for an online course, or maybe even a whole online school. But then you hit that first big wall, the tech. Building a platform from scratch is, well, a nightmare. Today, we're going to talk about the ultimate shortcut, the way you can get your idea from your head to the world way faster than you ever thought possible. Let's get into it.
I mean, if you're watching this, that thought has probably crossed your mind, right? And for good reason. The e-learning market is just exploding. Everyone wants to build their own Udemy. The real question is, where on earth do you even start?
Okay, here's our game plan for today. First, we'll talk about this e-learning gold rush. Then, I'll show you the platform shortcut that gets you in the game. After that, you're going to get a super practical buyer's checklist. We'll meet the top players for 2026 and finally help you make that big final decision.
Look, the opportunity is absolutely massive. More people are learning online right now than at any point in history. But here's the challenge. Building a site like Udemy from the ground up, it's a huge undertaking. We're talking serious time, a ton of money, and technical skills that, let's be honest, most of us just don't have.
So, how do you get around all that pain and effort? You find a shortcut. You find a smarter, faster way to get your online school up and running. And that's exactly what we're about to dive into. The secret ingredient here is something called a Udemy clone script. Now hold on, don't let that word clone throw you off. This is not a cheap knockoff. A better way to think about it is like a pre-built engine for a car. It gives you the entire chassis, the engine, the transmission, the whole foundation of a learning marketplace, all ready for you to put your own custom body on top. And the benefits here are just huge. I'm talking faster launch timelines, right? You could be live in weeks instead of years. Lower upfront costs. You're saving a fortune compared to building from scratch. You're starting with a proven marketplace model that people already know how to use. Built-in monetization is ready to go so you can start making money right away. And honestly, maybe the best part? Easier maintenance, which means you get to focus on creating great courses, not fixing bugs. All right, so the idea sounds pretty good, right? But here's the thing. Not all of these scripts are the same, not even close. Before you spend a single dime, you need to know what to look for. Think of this next part as your essential checklist to make sure you make a smart choice. Here are the 6 things you absolutely have to check. Number 1, workflows. Are the tools for both your instructors and your students actually easy and intuitive to use? 2, monetization. Does it support the way you want to get paid? One-time fees, subscriptions, course bundles? 3, content. Can it handle everything you want to throw at it? We're talking high-def video, PDFs, quizzes, the whole shebang. 4, controls. You need a powerful admin dashboard and good analytics. Can you see who's finishing courses? Can you track payouts? And finally, scalability and customization. Is this thing going to grow with you? And can you make it look and feel like your brand, not somebody else's? And now, for the main event. We've sifted through the market, we've done the research, and we've pulled together the top 7 contenders you should be looking at for 2026. Let's see how they compare. Okay, let's take a look at the whole landscape here. We've got 7 major players on the field. Now, pay close attention to that best fit for column. It's super important. You can see it runs the gamut from startup-friendly options like Zipprr and Sangvish, all the way up to the big enterprise stuff like EnactOn. Now look at the pricing and the ratings. See that? We've got 2 contenders with perfect 5-star ratings right there at the entry-level price. That's really interesting. Let's break this down a bit more. So first up, let's talk about the startup favorites. If you're a small business or you're just trying to test out a new idea, Zipprr and Sangvish are probably where you want to start looking. They're built for speed and simplicity. The whole point is to get your platform live and see if it works, all without breaking the bank. And this chart just drives that point home. It's not just about being cheap. I mean, look at this. Both Zipprr and Sangvish have perfect 5.0 star ratings from actual users. That's a huge vote of confidence, right? It tells you they're reliable and that their customers are happy. And you can see Trioangle is right up there too. Okay, let's move on to the specialists. What if you're not building a generic course marketplace? Well, that's where these guys come in. Yo, Coach, just like the name says, is specifically built for one-on-one or group coaching platforms. Trioangle, on the other hand, their superpower is deep customization. So if you need support for multiple languages or a very specific payment system for a certain country, that's their sweet spot. Now for the heavyweights. And just a heads up, these are definitely not for startups. EnactOn is a serious enterprise-level solution built for large companies doing internal corporate training.
BSEtec is aimed more at established schools and training institutes. It has really deep learning management system or LMS features, like advanced testing and official certifications.
And the last but not least, we have the quick launcher, AppDupe. Their entire focus is on one thing, speed. If your only goal is to launch a minimum viable product, an MVP, as fast as humanly possible just to test the waters, that's their claim to fame. They're also a great choice if you know you need a mobile app right from day one. Okay, so we've met all the players, we've seen what they can do, so how do you actually pick one? This is where it all comes together. We're going to align the perfect script with your specific goals. You know, it really all boils down to this one simple idea. There is no single best script for everyone. The right choice for you depends entirely on your situation, how big your business is, what your budget looks like, and what you want this platform to become in the long run. So let's make this super simple. Here's your final decision-making framework. If you're a startup or a small business, your search should begin with Zipprr and Sangvish. If you're in a specific niche, like coaching, or you know you need heavy customization, check out YoCoach and Trioangle. And if you're a big company or an educational institution, then your best bets are going to be EnactOn and BSEtec. So there you have it. We've given you the map, we've given you the tools. That huge technology barrier that used to stand in the way, it's not so big anymore. So the only question left, and it's the most important one, is what are you going to teach the world?